I have a chat. Let's see. Do I have to do anything? Do I have to answer? Okay, so just remember, my apologies for that. I don't always look at the screen, and also I have this stuff in front of me, right? So always unmute yourselves and say something is wrong, okay? So I don't mean to ignore anything. I just don't see, because I'm looking down, I don't see the screen at all times. Sorry about that. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen and go to here. So we had a question on 58. So the question on 58, it says consider this function. So they are giving us -1 to the left of 2. So it's an open point because it's less than. So this is this piece, -1 to the left of 2. And to the right of 2 is 1, including 1 because of the equal symbol, and to the right of 2. Okay, so now they're asking us find the limit from the right of 2. So from the right of 2 is 1. From the left of 2 is -1. And from either side does not exist. So this is 2 on this side, 1 on the other. I'm sorry, +1 on this side, -1 on the other, and this one does not exist. To find C of 2, all we have to do is right here where the full point is. C of 2 is 1. So always remember, I saw this in your homeworks, in your solutions. The function value is one thing. The limit is a totally different story, right? Is C continuous at 2? No, because the limit from the left does not equal the limit from the right, and it does not equal the function value at that point. Is C continuous at... Yes, go ahead.
For D, is C of 2, would that be 1?
Yes. Did I say 2?
No, I didn't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. So C of 2 is 1. Yes. C of 2 is 1, where the full point is. Is C continuous at 1.95? Of course. 1.95 is somewhere here. The limit from the left, the limit from the right, and the function value at this point, all three exist, and they're all equal to -1. Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Everything? Any questions or anything? Any doubts on any of this? Yes? No? Tariq?
No, I'm good. Thank you. I was just confused about D and F, but it's all clear.
Okay, good. So thank you. So always remember, so if we have this situation, and let's say this is A, I'm going to say that this is L, a limit. The limit of, and this is function f of x. The limit as x approaches A from either side from f of x is L. It's not the NE. If I'm asking you find f of A, then you will say it does not exist. But these two are not the same. Rarely they are. And we know with polynomials, blah, blah, blah. But this is not a polynomial if it has a hole in it. So the limit exists because the limit from the left and the limit from the right are the same. But the function value does not exist. Is this function continuous here? No, not continuous at x equals a. Because the limit from the left and the limit from the right, they are both the same. But they do not equal the function value at that point. So please remember, this is the tendency. This is not the function value. Do not confuse these two operators, right? This is the limit, which says where is the tendency, where is it going? This one says what is the function value at A, which there is none, because the point is open. Okay, before we continue tonight, I want to clarify a few things. A few concepts. There are 4 concepts that I don't want you to confuse. Concept number 1 is the average rate of change between,
Professor, we can't see your screen.
thank you. So something happened and it got cut off. Sorry. Okay, so I wanted to talk about 4 concepts that are very important. I don't want you to confuse them. The first concept is the average rate of change between 2 points of a function, of course, of f of x between 2 points. This concept, we discussed it together, is the average, which is the slope, which will be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, and we better write it as f of x2 minus f of x1 over x2 minus x1. So this is one thing. It is a number. The answer is a number with 2 measurement units. 1 measurement unit for the top, unless they are abstract, and 1 measurement unit for the denominator. Number 2, the rate of change of f of x is f prime of x, which is a function. And yes, as Tariq was saying, it happens that it could be a constant. But even this is a function, y equals 1/2, right? But it can be a constant. So the average rate of change is a number with 2 measurement units. The rate of change of a function is f prime, which is a function. Number 3, the instantaneous rate of change. Normally, it's asking us to find f prime of a number, and this is a number with 2 measurement units, one for the y value variable and one for the x variable. And there is one more here that I wanted to add, the average value of f of x. But we have to wait till chapter 4 for that. But I wanted to show you all these 4 concepts because I don't want you to confuse them. So the average rate is the slope going through those 2 points. The rate, when we are asked to find the rate of change, we're asked to find the function f prime. When we are asked to find the instantaneous rate of change, we're asked to find f prime at a particular number, which gives us a number. The average value of a function on an interval, I will write it a comma b with brackets. We have to wait for this concept till chapter 4. So please don't confuse the average rate with the rate of change and with the instantaneous rate, and then later on with the average value. Okay. So I want to go back, where were we? We started 1.4 and we looked at the graph. So we are on page 144. Where am I here? 144, 144. Okay, and now let's choose a different function. We chose a simple one, and I think it was 9. So now let's choose a quadratic function and a rational function. As you see, the rational functions are very simple here. And then I like to look at the finding of the equation. So we looked at the graph. We know how to identify when a function has a rate of change, an instantaneous rate of change, and when it does not. So let's choose, well, we can choose directly from here. Let's choose 21. So this is more complex than just that. So 21, find equation of the line tangent to the graph of f of x. So 21 on 144. So f of x equals x squared minus 2x. And they want at -1, 1. They want at 2. No, I'm copying from something else, right? I always do that. -2, 8. Keep an eye on what I copy. 1, -1, 1, -1, and what is the last one? 4, 8. Okay, perfect. So we are given a point, and we are asked to find the equation of the tangent line to the graph of the function at that point. So as we reviewed last time, the point-slope form. Can anyone give us the point-slope form again?
Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1.
Thank you, Sam. So x minus x1. So for this point, for example, I don't have to look at all three. You choose. Can you choose any point from here? It doesn't matter to me which point we choose. We're not going to do it 3 times.
4 and 8?
Which one? This one?
No, 4 and 8.
4 and 8. Okay. So we have 4 here and 8 here, but we do not have the slope. And remember one other thing that I need to emphasize again. We did talk about it, but briefly, and that's not enough. So let's say this point 4, 8 is right here. It's on the graph. How do I know? Well, when I plug in 4, I should get 8. Let's check. So 4 squared, 16. 16 minus 4 times 2, which is 8. I do get 8, right? When x is 4, f of x is 8. So this point is somewhere on the graph of this function. Of course, this is quadratic. When I graphed something else, but it doesn't matter for the purpose of what I want to show. We are asked to find, so this is 4, 8, let's say. We're asked to find the equation of this line, of the tangent line. This is the tangent, and we want to find the equation. This is the question. We start, I know I just touched the table. I moved the table a little bit by mistake, and it just disappeared on me. Okay, I see it. So I'm gonna not even breathe if I can. Okay, so we're asked to find this equation. And you can say, who cares about this equation? You will see later on why we need this equation. So bear with me. So in order to find this equation, we have the point because it's a common point, right? It's a tangent. It touches the graph in only one point. It does not cross the graph in 2 points like the average rate, right? No, it's tangent. It only touches once. So this point is common to the tangent as well. That's why we put 4 for x1 and 8 for y1. But the question is, how do I determine the slope? Well, the slope of the tangent line is f prime, the derivative, evaluated at x value. This is what I need to determine. Once I have this, I will plug it in and I'm done. So at this point, the slope of the tangent line is the rate of change of the function at 4. The instantaneous rate of change at 4. I have to find f prime and then plug in 4 in it, and that will give us the slope. Now, how do I find f prime of x? Exactly what we just said a few minutes ago. Limit as age approaches 0 from f of x plus age minus f of x divided by age. So now, this piece is just x squared minus 2x. This piece, no one can simplify. This is it. That's it. This is given. This is given. What I don't have is f of x plus h. That I don't have. So can anyone, for this function, I'm going to copy it so everyone can see it here, x squared minus 2x. Can anyone tell us how to write f of x plus h? And this time I'd like to hear from Brianna and Cameron, because I haven't heard from them in a while. And Natalie too. Who would like to start? Can anyone tell us how to write this? Yes, I'm ready.
Be x plus h squared
Excellent.
minus 2 times x plus h.
Brilliant. That's all I needed. Thank you very much. Anybody else can tell us how many terms does this have?
3.
Good. Awesome. Can anyone give us those terms? Brilliant.
X squared plus 2xh plus h squared.
Thank you very, very much. Good. So now finally we have this piece. So we'll put it in together. 1, 2, 3. With the limit in front, do not drop the limit operator. Do not drop the limit operator till we apply it. So please remember that. That's a terrible mistake. Okay, I'll start from the beginning. So I have f prime of x is limit as age approaches 0. Awesome. You already told me that this is the first piece. X squared plus 2xh plus h squared minus 2x minus 2h. And always watch me run out of room. I always run out of room. Always. I'm going to write the page number somewhere else because it's in the way. And of course, now I have to distribute -1 here because it's minus f of x. So then minus x squared and plus 2x, everything divided by h. And now in order to answer Tariq's question, all terms without h must go away at the top. If they don't go away, I'll say, oops, I have an error. Okay, so x squared goes away? Yes. 2x goes away? Yes, with -2x. Okay? Now, I will have to factor out age in the numerator. This one has to go away, but not the age at the end. I will still have an age in it because then I apply the limit and then it will go away. So this is limit as age approaches 0. Can anyone tell us when we factor out an age at the top, how many terms and what we get at the top in parentheses?
It would be 2x plus h minus 2.
Excellent. Thank you. Who was that? Was Sloan? Yes, thank you.
Yes.
At this point, this is the second step. Remember, all terms without age must go away, and this is the second step. This age must cancel out. Now, please apply the limit here and tell me the final answer. Now the limit will disappear because I'm applying it. So when age approaches 0, what is the answer of this expression?
2x minus 2.
Thank you very much. Levi, thank you. Yep, that's it. So notice then that f prime of x is no longer a constant. This is, as expected, a function. So I determined f prime of x. Now I have to find f prime of 4. So I plug in 4. Can anyone else give us f prime of 4?
6.
Yes, awesome. Got it. Got it. So I have y minus 8 equals 6, x minus 4. I got the slope of the tangent line. So from here is just piece of cake. You're going to write, I'm sure, 6x minus 24, and you move 8. So y equals 6x minus 24 and plus 8, because it comes from this side and it was negative, it has to become positive. So it's 6x minus 16. What is this? It's the equation of the tangent line to the graph of our function at 4, 8. And we answered the question. Any questions for me?